With tons of changes to the offensive side of the ball for the Chicago Bears, we're going to take a look at which Bears players we think are going to thrive the most next season. We're also going to talk about why the defense is key to early season success for the Chicago Bears and how much pressure is Matt Eberflus under to have a winning season this year. We're going to talk about that all and more on today's Chicago Bears Central.
To Chicago Bears Central, your #1 Chicago Bears news and content.
What's going on, Bears fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your #1 spot for everything Chicago Bears related. C-Dub, Bobby, Haize, we all in the building today. Yeah, fellas, man, it's almost preseason is almost here, man. We got about a month. I can't wait, bro. I can't wait. I just can't wait. I don't know if y'all saw the video yesterday of Caleb Williams in his whole Bulls uniform,
in his
pads and
Bears
all.
jersey, yeah.
The Bears. I was just like, hey, bro, I'm ready. I'm ready to see
I'm
this
ready
team,
to
man.
see
I'm
it.
so ready to see this
Let's
team,
go.
man. But with that being said, of us being ready, fellas, I want to talk about which Bears players do we think are going to thrive the most under Shane Waldron and the new Bears offense. Who wants to take this one away first?
I'll go first. First off, this is gonna look like a totally, and it's a good thing, totally complete different offense that we're gonna see, a very dynamic offense, and the ones that's gonna benefit the most. I got three players. If I hope y'all don't mind, I got three players that's gonna benefit the most. The first, and I think the most obvious, is my man. Damn, Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams will benefit the most. I think that's obvious with the weapons that he has around him and the offensive strategy genius that my man Shane Waldron has. He will benefit the most. He got a chance to break all the Bears rookie records. Wink, wink. And he has the chance to be a really, really good quarterback in his rookie season. And at two, I think there's going to be a lot of single coverage for these last two guys that I got here. And I'm gonna start with Cole Kmet. Cole Kmet will see a lot of single coverage, especially against either with a small third, like a third cornerback, or against like a linebacker, which he's going to eat alive. I expect a big season for Cole Kmet. He's really been going on an upper trajectory with the quarterbacks that we had here in previous years. Right now, I think he's just going to eat. Everybody's pay attention to Cole Kmet. And my third is Rome. Rome is going to see a lot of single coverage as well. And I think is he going to get a lot of chance to showcase the skills that he has going up and getting the ball, being really strong with his hands. He gets the ball and he's a just terror with the ball in his hands, just like DJ Moore. So that'll be my three Chicago Bears that I think is going to benefit the most from a Shane Waldron offense.
For sure, rocking with it. Definitely love the choices. I believe I'm with you. The obvious one is Caleb Williams, but I was gonna go DJ Moore for my #1. Okay. I know that you're gonna see some challenges, but I think you're gonna have an opportunity to see DJ Moore take a couple more shots down the field now.
Yeah,
just because the way that Shane Waldron operates to create those mismatches on the offensive side versus those defensive backs. So I think that he's going to be able to free him up one-on-one, probably throw a little choice route at him, you know what I'm saying, depending on the coverage or what it is. But I think DJ Moore, with his ability to move outside and inside and could possibly be a threat with your jet sweeps, I believe that he's going to have a spectacular season. I know last year was a career high. I don't know if he get close to it or surpass it, but I do know that he's going to have a solid season for sure. And hopefully these people can get it right and put his ass in the Pro Bowl, because he should have been in that last year. Keep it a buck. And then the second person that automatically came to my mind was DeAndre Swift. I think they're going to preach it to Caleb, like, bro, you don't got to be the superhero every play. Our team is good enough to where you can go ahead and you can have your check down options and you can let these guys create plays for you. I know you selected Cole Kmet, so I'm going to go with DeAndre Swift, because I think that outside of that backfield, when things break down and depending on how these teams want to coverage him, it might be a lot of, cover two being played. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it might not be that many options, or if Caleb starts off a little bit slow and, you know what I'm saying, the game has to catch up for him, I think DeAndre Swift should be that guy that pops off the screen early.
I love all those options, you guys. I got to start going first sometimes. Y'all niggas be taking all the options. No, but all jokes aside, outside of that, like I think I'll agree with all your guys' picks. I'm gonna pick Rome Odunze though, and the reason why is that I don't know how many opportunities he's gonna get. DJ Moore, Keenan Allen are probably gonna be ahead of him. I wouldn't even be surprised if maybe early in the season Cole Kmet gets more targets than him. But the way that Rome Odunze is going to be used in this offense, I think is going to be so special. He's going to have a really great opportunity to acclimate to the NFL game, in which Shane Waldron is going to put him in situations to explore whatever mismatch opportunities are there. Rome Odunze is going to be a mismatch nightmare for opposing defenses, because what are you going to do? Like, to kind of combine all the points you guys made, you're either going to have a smaller cornerback on Cole Kmet, which is dangerous for your team. You're going to have either DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, or Rome Odunze in the slot at times. That's dangerous for a team. What are you going to do, right? So I look at Rome, and I think, not that he's forgotten in this, because he's not. He's a first-round pick. Everybody's kind of looking at him, but, like, I think he has an opportunity to, regardless of how many targets are there for him, he's going to explore some things that we're going to see big plays from Rome. I say we're going to see a lot of touchdowns early for Rome Odunze, and that's going to be because he's going to be a check down option. He's going to be on slant routes. And with his size and speed combination, y'all watch out for Rome Odunze coming across the middle with slants. That's all I can say on that one.
That, I was going to say that, or either your shots down the field. I think that too. I think when you look at Shane Waldron and his offense, Tyler Lockett was that, him and DK Metcalf, for great reason, were those guys where you say, hey, we about to take a shot on this play. Read the coverage, and we going to go ahead and give you that signal. It's either going to be DK or it's going to be Tyler Lockett. So I think that same thing going to be available for all three of these wide receivers. I know Keenan probably not going to be that deep shot guy more than DJ Moore and Rome, but you got so many options to work with this core.
And go ahead, C-Dub.
I just wanted to add a special nod to the whole entire offensive line. They're going to benefit from a Shane Waldron's offense as well. Getting that ball out, not just calling screens like we had last year, getting that ball out on some end breaking routes. We're not really trying to go those 15 and end routes like Lukey Dookie was doing last year. That's just too long to develop. We're going to have some professional routes, so the ball's going to be getting out and less stress on the offensive line, I think. So they will benefit as well.
And having a quarterback under center more often is going to be a key part in that as well, too. Like, shout out to that O-line. And one guy I almost said, but again, we got to see, kind of like use to his strengths, not necessarily, I don't know the volume that he's going to be used to, but I can see Shane Waldron falling in love with Roschon Johnson as well.
Oh shit!
I can't.
How could you not? What that dude? He gonna pour his heart out in every single play, bro. You see what this kid? He almost killed himself last year, bro, trying to run people over. That's what we love as football fans and football players, bro. Somebody that's gonna lay it all out on the line, but you can't help but love Roschon Johnson. And I don't even think he had a statistical a really good year last year.
He didn't. No, it was it was very pedestrian. Like, as much. Yeah. I mean, he had glimpses where he looked great. Like, he had some opportunities sometimes. But if we're just being honest and looking at the raw numbers, it was all right. It was all right. Yeah.
I think he needs to get coached up a little bit. You ain't always gotta take, you know what I'm saying, take the extra hits. I love it. But sometimes you got to use your finesse a little bit, pick up those extra yards, you know what I'm saying, preserve your body a little bit more. I think that's when some of the injuries start to hit him a little bit. That man was trying to run through 3 people at one time, which is what we love. But
you got to finesse. You got to learn to
see him have some longevity in this.
He's gonna have a lot of concussions trying to do what he's doing.
Yeah, bro. Did he have 2 of them last year or 1?
He had 2, I believe.
2, bro. Come on, man. I mean, I understand this wave. Like, you trying to prove yourself, show the coaches that you running through walls in your rookie season. All right, bro, you made it. Let's be smarter, bro.
I'm not saying this at all because I think it'd be crazy, but did y'all see the CBS Sports had Roschon listed as the running back 2 over Khalil Herbert? They had Herbert listed as the running back 3. I don't know if they know something we don't. I don't see that personally happening.
I don't see that neither. No,
if the official depth chart comes out and Roschon's listed as running back number 2, they need to just trade Khalil Herbert.
Bro. Yeah, you got to, bro. Because that don't even sound right, coach.
It doesn't. Like, he has. I love Roschon, and I hope that Roschon's here for a long time. But, like, come on now. At this point, you got to have Khalil number 2. Man.
Yeah, I will put Khalil number 2, and if they do, with that official depth chart come out and he's listed 3rd, what are we waiting on? Like,
Yeah.
what are we waiting on? You gotta, what I'm saying, let him loose and go be able, so he can be successful in another place.
Go on, let him loose and let Velas be the third. Go on here.
Velus, bro. Like somebody in the chat say, don't forget we got Velus on the team. Don't forget we got Velus. Velus needs to remember he can hold on to what's he here to do.
Hopefully he spent some time with Tiana Trump this offseason. He good.
She a
Velus
busy
needs to
lady.
get his life together, bro. Velus
She
needs to
busy.
get his life together, bro. That's crazy, man. But with that, moving on from that, one thing that we got to talk a lot about is the defense. And me and Bobby, we talked on a little bit, I think, in after we did the schedule release. But I wanted to bring here for more full conversation. I personally think that, especially with as much new pieces we have on the offensive side of the ball, new offensive coordinator, new rookie quarterback, that the offense is going to take some time to gel. The defense personally is like we're returning 96-97% of the starters on the defensive side of the ball. Because of that, I feel like the defense, if the Bears have early season success, meaning like everything before week 7, we got those 6 games before week 7, I think that the defense is going to be a key to the early season success. How you guys feel about that?
Oh yeah, you make a valid point. Early in the season, I think the job of the defense will change the more we go into the season and people like this. Just like Drip said, we're gonna need time for the offense to gel and get their rhythm for the season. So they're gonna lean heavily on the defense. We got a punter to keep the team, the opposing team pinned back, and the defense is gonna have to play some really solid football. But once the offense start coming around and you got all these weapons and they start scoring 20 to 25 to 30 to 35 points per game, the job of the defense is going to have to change, and it's going to be more into turning the ball over or making those splash plays. The job of the defense will change as the season go out, to me. But I agree with my man Drip in a first 7 weeks. I even go as far as the 11th week. I don't think the season really get to the gritty till we get to that 11th week when we got all those division games, San Francisco and all that stuff at the end of the season.
Yeah, I think the Bears, the defense definitely gonna have to hold it down, and I think it's going to be a great thing for this young rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
So he can once again know you don't have to score on every drive. You just got to go ahead and stick to your plan. You ain't got to try to be the superhero on every single play. Shane Waldron has shown that he can be consistently good as an OC. So they should be good. In these first few weeks, man, you got the Titans offense that you got to worry about. Defense, we should be fine. Against the Houston Texans, that might be a challenge because they dynamic over there on the offensive side. The Indianapolis Colts, I think they not terrible. They're about a average, above average offense. They well coached over there, but you ain't got too much to worry about with the Panthers, the Jaguars, your Commanders, your Arizona Cardinals of the world. Yes, all those teams have talent, but they don't have talent that you necessarily fear as an offensive side, that's going to be coming in facing this defense. So I think the defense going to have to get right. I think they will be right.
Yeah.
We seen at the second half of the season, guys like Tremaine Edmonds, who kind of started off a bit shaky. We're like, hold on, you need to come on along. Him and TJ Edwards started to hit their stride. I believe now they're going to be a lot more comfortable within this defense, and they should be good coming out of the gate. They should be fine.
Mm. I definitely wanted to ask Drip a question because me and nephew was talking about it yesterday. I think the NFL, they sat in the office and they did the Bears a favor. Do you think they sat in that office and purposely made this, because this schedule is really, really, really good for a rookie star quarterback you want to grow in this league and you want to promote as an NFL, as a whole entire league, for him to build up and then have those good games, those tough games at the end? Do you think they did us a favor with this schedule right here, Drip?
I mean, we knew our opponents before the end of last season, so we knew the opponents that we were going to face. So I don't know that, but I will say this: I don't know if when I talked about it, like having our first divisional matchup not till week 11.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing right now. I just honestly can't.
Okay.
Like you can make a conversation for it to be a good thing as far as you get time for everybody to acclimate, things like that. you can make it a conversation to be a bad thing because you also the other teams that are, aren't having new quarterbacks except the Vikings, which you don't give a fuck about the Vikings. That gives them a chance also to get in rhythm. So I don't really know if that story will be told where the Bears are at week 11, right? So I don't know if the NFL necessarily sat down and thought, okay, let's make this easier for Caleb. I do think that when you look at the national televised games that we have, that's definitely for something that they want Caleb in national TV. So,
no, bro, yeah. But they got Houston. That's a national televised game, right?
Yeah, Sunday night football.
Yeah, they better. That's
gonna be good. But hey,
that's
as I
the
look
Gen
at
Z Bowl.
the Gen Z Bowl. Hey, as I look at the schedule, like, man, I'm with you though, because that second half of the season, the Bears can literally go from being up to down and struggle.
Yeah.
So it is gonna tell itself. But I think right now, with the way that it looks for those first 9 games, it definitely could be on the table for the Bears being a 7-2 team, 6-3 team. It's on the table. I don't think it's crazy to say. I think that, and then if they are trending in 7-2 and 6-3, the confidence level in that locker room will be high as hell, because the last 2 seasons, the Bears we're gonna win a game here, we're gonna lose 2. We're gonna win 2 games, we're gonna lose 2. You know what I'm saying? So if you string together some wins, the belief gets in that locker room, and we know once everybody believes, that winning mentality is infectious, and you go into battle and you believe, hey, we finna knock some people upside their head and we're gonna get these dubs. Especially, I gotta call out my guys on defense, Montez Sweat. You don't want to lose to Green Bay no more. Jaquan Briscoe. You was talking greasy.
Yeah.
Let's see this lead up to it. And I'm with you, Haize, that you can't go into this acting like everything is going to be 100% certain. Exactly. But when the first kick is kicked off against these divisional rivals, y'all was talking greasy. So y'all got to put it on wax.
Hey, man, I think confidence is an overrated thing for veteran teams, bro. But for this particular team, how young we are, a build up of confidence over 9-10 weeks, that's gonna greatly help us, because these young kids, they don't, they just confident they could be anybody if they got confidence. But veteran players, they just need a rhythm. These young players, they need confidence, I think.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, confidence is gonna go big thing. Familiarity, right? Like we have so much new on that offensive side of the ball. That's why I said, like, I love that our bye week is in week 7. You get 6 games, a month and a half of the season to get all the kinks worked out. Week 7, you review it, and you during that bye week, you look at all the tape, and let's hit the ground running week 8. Because I tell you what, out of we only play 3 home games that are like our first 8 games or something like that. So on top of that, we're out on the road a lot to start the season. So
that should be a great learning experience for him, though. Being on the road is different from being at home.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I mean, listen, and somebody said they're gonna treat all NFC North opponents like Kendrick did Drake. That's fucking hilarious.
Hey, man, Steve-O talking about he's slapping wigs off.
Hey, listen,
on, bro.
Julius, how young are you? He said, "Hey, you don't know the CB logo? This is throwback, bro. Like, you got to do your history and your research, bro.
Do your drip history.
History, bro. This throwback.
Drip history.
So drip got a digital ebook coming out on upgrading your drip.
Oh, bro, yes. Y'all get it too.
Because these motherfuckers, like, bro, listen. Some of y'all just think because y'all matching colors, y'all drip. That's not how it works, bro. Like,
you gotta have a coordination.
You gotta coordinate. Like my boy Jordan over at Nothing But Bull. We be trying to have Bulls drip off, but my boy be dressed like a Dipset member in the early 2000s, bro. Like it's like, the shirt fly and the pants fly, but they not fly together, my boy. What you doing, man? How'd you loop that belt, my boy? What are we doing here? Like, what we doing? Anyway. But the last question of the day I want to ask you guys, last topic, man, Matt Eberflus. Well, we know that there is a 3-day, they said, deliberation on what to do with this coaching staff and Matt Eberflus. And Ryan Poles wanted Matt Eberflus to say they revamped the coaching staff. I am of the mind that I think that Ryan Poles is going to play out the last year in 2025 of his contract. As long as the Bears don't have like a 3-win season, Matt Eberflus will be back. But that doesn't necessarily mean there's not tons of pressure. How much pressure do you guys feel is on Matt Eberflus for this Bears team to have a winning record this season?
Oh shit, it's tons of pressure for Matt Eberflus. The last previous seasons he's been here, I think it's his third year coming up right now. It's been a building process for the Chicago Bears. We've been trying to get to that point where we can be competitive in the North and go to the playoffs and be competitive in the playoffs. This point in time, if you look at this roster, this is probably one of the best rosters. I'll just say one of the best rosters in the NFC. If you're just looking at it on paper, especially the offense with all the offensive weapons that it has, there will be no excuses of no distinction in the locker room, no excuses of offensive coordinators calling the wrong plays, no excuses of you don't have your guy at quarterback, no excuses of the defense is playing right. Why? Because you're calling the plays on defense. You're really basically the defensive coordinator. I think this is the only time I'll be real negative on my man Matt Eberflus this year. This is either show approve or your ass is grass, because it's some great coaches without jobs this year. It is some great coaches without jobs this year. So I think you got to get it right this year or it ain't looking good. I'm telling you.
I think Eberflus is good.
You think
I would say this: if Justin Fields was still here, the seat would be hot as fuck.
Okay.
Justin Fields not here no more. You got Caleb. You bought yourself some time. I'm not saying that if this guy go out and win 3 games, first of all, Ryan Poles, you getting looked at too, because how the hell did that happen? So I think there's gonna be some pressure though to show improvement, but I still think that Matt Eberflus has time, simply because you got your young guy right here now. And I think that right now, with them saying that they want to break curses, they don't want to continuously swap out quarterbacks with the head coaching thing, at least from what it looks like early on. I believe they believe in Matt Eberflus as of right now as a leader. He should have some pressure taken up off of him, because now you have seasoned veteran coordinators, not rookie coordinators like you came into the job with, but you have seasoned veteran coordinators who typically, or who shouldn't be making some of those bonehead mistakes like a Luke Getsy or Allen Williams. So he should be fine. There is some pressure, but the seat is not hot right now.
Okay.
I agree. Pressure, but seat's not hot is a great way to word that. And I agree. Like all the change on this team, all the expectations, all the goddamn talent on this team too, right? Like it's gonna be tons of expectations on this, man. And all I'll say is this: y'all gotta pay attention to Matt Eberflus. If he shaves his beard mid-season, he's
he gotta keep the beard, bro. He look more. Can I say respectable with the beard?
I'm surprised that you said that, because now he's officially passed you up on the beard game, C-Dub. You got passed up by a white man.
Hey man, he passed
you up, bro.
Go ahead, about to start brushing this shit.
Hold on, man. Where my brush at, man? What y'all know?
That's hilarious.
Hey man, for real, y'all try to back this to the wayside. What if this man come back 7-10 next year? Y'all keeping him for another year?
I think it depends on how the 7-10 is there. Is it injuries because of it? Is it that here's the thing. And somebody, I can't remember, I was on somebody's show and they worded it like this, and I told them, I said, I'm still in that. Not drafting Caleb Williams would have been a fireable offense. If you draft Caleb Williams and he doesn't work out, that's going to be looked at as Caleb just wasn't the guy. I think that still gets you another year with the changes that you made on the offensive side of the ball.
Okay, fair enough.
I just think
this is what good.
I think they're going to be like, look at 7 wins last season. Our offense was up and down, right? We had times where the offense looked good, and we talked about a lot last year. We had one game that last season where the offense and defense looked good in the same game down the stretch of it. It was always one was failing the other. Either the offense was on point and the defense couldn't get any goddamn stops, or vice versa. This year, I feel more confident, especially later in the season, that the offense and defense are going to be rocking on all cylinders as long as we stay healthy.
Okay.
We definitely gonna be able to see what the hell is going on, though.
Yeah, for sure.
We can ask the question, though.
Brett says, how about excuses for the O-line? Was enough done? Yeah, I think the problem with the O-line last year, I don't think was talent. Like there's some. We have a talent deficit, especially at the center, but I think injuries played a huge part in it. We didn't have any continuity up and down that offensive line. That was a lot of new players on the offensive line as well. And so now you've added every single player that we brought in and added to that O-line this year can play multiple positions. And I think that goes a far way as well. It's not great yet, but I do think that enough was done. And if they stay healthy, that will be all right for next year. And then maybe address it next year in the draft. How you guys feel?
I feel like the Chicago Bears looked at the offensive line from last year and thought that we had a lot of talent there with Tevin Jenkins, my big boy on the right tackle. What's my big man name?
Darnell Wright.
Darnell Wright. And then, Braxton Jones, he shines of talent sometimes. And they thought they could just go ahead and touch it up.
Sometimes it's a bit harsh of a criticism, boy. Come on.
Come on. That's how I'm coming with Braxton Jones. Sometimes. Hey, and they decided to touch up the offensive line and bring in, like my man Drip said, dynamic players that can play in different positions. So they're betting on that, and I'm gonna go along with them and see if that works out. I'm not too high on my man Braxton Jones, as y'all can tell right now. But we see if he can get it together for next season with a new offensive game plan, a new offensive line coach. And let's see. It's going to be different. It's highly different from last year, though. Let's see.
Yeah, I think that the investment has been there. I know a lot of people, it has not been on the field, but the draft pick, the guys have drafted, signed vets, signed undrafted offensive linemen. And I think that right now, Ryan Poles is confident in his offensive line. That's why they didn't take one of the highly rated offensive tackles, you know what I'm saying, like a Joe Alt. They didn't really look at any other guys early on. So I think the belief is there, and I think that you have Nate Davis. What do you want?
Oh, look at my niece.
Go down. Let me finish. Go ahead. And then you got Nate Davis, who's getting over the death of a parent.
Same height.
He on the tall ass stool right now.
I jump off. We in there. Let me jump off the seat. We in there, baby. But I think that, man, I think the belief is there. You see Darnell Wright perform extremely well, better than what most people hoped. And then again, Nate Davis, he should be back to that guy that we re-signed. And then Tevin Jenkins, you're just hoping that he can stay healthy. That's really what you're asking for. You try to improve your center's position, and we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
We got a different O-line coach, right? Don't we got
still Simo?
Oh, no. I was thinking defensive line. You are right. I stand corrected, guys. I was thinking defensive line. Yeah.
See, look, you sitting there taking that damn raspberry lemonade to the head, bro. You need some focus factor. My guy, what you
pink lemonade? Come on, I'm a brother. Pink lemonade. We like it pink around here, you know what I mean?
As long as it's not pink nipples, we all good. That's high up on my terrified list, bro. I got a pink nipple phobia. Please keep them away from me, bro.
Bro.
Yeah. Put your shirt back.
Now you better start talking about the ratio again. Come on now.
Yes. Areola to nipple ratio is highly important, my guy. What we doing, man? Come on. Y'all be out here walking around no ratios at all. Like what we talking about? Anything left, fellas, before we get out of here? Because clearly I'm about to start cutting up.
Oh my goodness. Hey, we got one more month. I think it's August 1st. It's the first preseason game, Hall of Fame game. Make sure y'all stay.
That's only 1 month away, C-Dub. Do you know how to count months?
2 months. Shit. Shit, man. God damn it. 2 months.
It's early for C-Dub, y'all.
It is. It's way too early.
You talking about Haize ass with Big Nip Nicole.
That's hilarious. Oh man. Bobby, anything before we get up out of here, bro?
Hey, we just want to say appreciate y'all, man, for always tuning in, even during this off season. Y'all for 3 seasons now have shown support and love to the channel. We just want to say thank y'all, man, and stay locked in, stay tuned in as C-Dub Oh my God. That's it, y'all. Enjoy your Sunday. It's gonna be some great game 7s on for my NBA fans. Pour you a drink, grab you a
What
brewski.
the fuck?
I'm
and cook your
a
Sunday
Quavo
dinner.
you, bro. I'm gonna clip that and Quavo you, bro. You're gonna end up on the thumbnail.
What the hell is wrong with y'all? I'm drinking some juice, man.
Why you hold it like that though, bro?
Oh shit, y'all ass, bro. You can't do shit around this
Ain't
motherfucker,
do
bro.
nothing in life no more.
Can't do shit.
Oh,
God
man,
damn
this is
it.
hilarious, man. All right, y'all. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to our normal Sunday episode, man. We'll be back on Tuesday. I don't think there's any Sky games or anything, so maybe we'll actually be back on our actual Tuesday episodes. We've been pushing it later down the week or whatever. And Shannon, stop lying, bro. We can tell by your picture you like the pink-toed women, bro. Don't be trying to act like that man ain't seen a black woman naked in 156 years, man. I love you guys. Go Bears. I'm just messing with you, Shannon. Shannon's family's been around here since the beginning. I'm just messing with Shannon. Shot-town up, bear down, y'all, man. We'll see you guys next week, y'all.
We ain't talking
Peace.
about no kickers. Stop putting goddamn